Lois Connor has photographed China over the last 3 decades, and her love for this place grows with every picture she takes. Amazed by China's rich history and diverse culture, Max Horn finds new perspectives every time he travels here. As one of the first foreign journalists in China, what Liu Hengxing has seen and heard convinces him of a shared future. Peter Crosby travelled across the world to say thank you for the help a Chinese man offered on a rainy night 25 years ago. My China Story.
We will be landing shortly. Please make certain that
7,000 miles away, from New York to Beijing. This time he'll stay for 6 months.
I have no home, I have no home.
China is no longer the same as he remembered. "25 years ago, he rode from Beijing to Hong Kong. Meeting people on the road, he felt the caution of a few and the kindness of most. These faces bring back a vivid memory of China.
It's amazing to see all those people who let us film and photograph them so up close and very personally.
Stacked away for decades, these photos, maps, and journals are proof of his 1,000-mile ride and of his bond with China. This man from a mountainous village, he calls him brother. It was a rainy night. He lost his track in the mountains. He felt cold, hungry, and desperate. Mr. Liu, then a stranger, welcomed him into his house. What could have been a terrible experience turned out to be his warmest memory.
It's a little bit like somebody has it's a gift. I mean, it's a gift. I'm going back to say thank you in my way, in a little way.
Over 2 decades later, he finally found Mr. Liu. What will happen at their reunion? What will he see when he rides again? Time flies, landscapes change. The romantic charm of Chinese scenery still fascinates her.
There's this incredible landscape that seemed like Dr. Seuss, you know, something completely imaginary.
Carrying her banquet camera, she left footprints across China. With every scene she photographed, every film she developed, she fell in love with the Chinese landscape more and more.
How can I embrace 5,000 years in my short life and the landscape and the people?
Lotuses, withered or blossoming, are her muses. When her mum died, she turned to lotuses and found peace in a Chinese city.
My mother passed away at the end of July, and she loved my lotus pictures, and so I wanted just to go for a month to photograph lotus.
For 35 years, she visited China almost every year. For the mountains, waters, and the people.
I go there, and even if I don't recognize somebody's son or daughter, they go, "你回来了."
That feeling is just like the scent of lotus. He was the Time magazine journalist in China.
Suddenly there seems to be a new pace. Maybe a new era would soon change China after Mao.
He photographed daily lives of the average Chinese.
You know, the daily lives tells you so much about how people are and how people live.